All right, so next screen is our hurdle step test, and as it says here, you've got to have a reason as to why you're performing these particular screens. It says here, this test screens for something called closed kinetic chain, stability of the standing leg, and open kinetic chain mobility of the moving leg. So essentially what it means is this, is that the leg that is down and fixed to the ground is defined as your closed kinetic chain leg, stabilization, closed kinetic chain leg, and the foot that you're lifting is the one that's moving, that's your open kinetic chain. So from a definition standpoint, closed kinetic chain is defined as where your distal segment, which is either going to be your hands or your feet, are fixed. That's for closed kinetic chain, non-moving. But for moving or open kinetic chain, it means that your hands or your feet are moving. So to give you an example, if you were to do a leg extension, like so, clearly my foot is moving, so that would be open kinetic chain. If I'm doing a squat, my feet is fixed to the ground, so clearly that is a closed kinetic chain. When you do the hurdle step test, as we're going to do in the gym in a bit, this is the movement pattern here, up and over. So clearly, in this particular case here, I'm assessing closed kinetic chain stability of my left leg and open kinetic chain mobility of my right. Okay? Any questions on that? The first thing that we need to do, and I made you aware of these anatomical landmarks in a bit, is to measure the height from the floor to the tibial tuberosity. So you're going to get a tape measure from the floor to the nodule just below the knee, right here, that's your tibial tuberosity. And then what you're going to do is you're going to adjust the height of the hurdle to that. Okay, so that'll be your stepping height. All right, and again, this is the grading criteria. It says hips, knees, and ankles remain aligned. So clearly, if you're standing, we're looking for, are there any valgus forces or gynoverum forces? Is the knee moving this way? Do I have that vertical axis of my ankle, knee, and hip? In addition, minimal to no movement in the lumbar spine. So as you're stepping over, is your client really moving here? That suggests, oh, hip flexor complex might be a little overactive, or rectus abdominis. And indeed, dowel and hurdle remain parallel. So that's key, because if somebody's got a hip hike or a leg length discrepancy, you will see that the dowel will move, will start to windmill on the back. So these are the three things, or the key features we're looking for from a screening standpoint, okay, in terms of our assessment criteria. Are there any questions on that? Are we good? All right, let's make our way into the gym. Let's get this test done, yeah? So in your partners, I will first of all go through a demonstration with G on the FMS, and I'll show you then how to manipulate some of the other material we have there, the other hurdles, to be able to simulate the same movement and the same screening, yeah? All happy? All right, let's go.